and thank all of you out there. Next up, I will be speaking with Nicole Lazzaro, who's the president of XEO Design. Nicole, are you back there? Come on up. Wonderful to meet you. Oh, wow, the White Rabbit is here. Oh, I'm so ready. Hello, White. Okay, I'm all about this. This is, okay, everyone just sit on down. Nicole. All right,
Hey,
I hope everyone can see this rabbit. I want to turn on my Twitch and be sure this is on the camera because that is, okay, that's amazing. Everything that you are serving right now is what GamesBeat needs.
High five.
So, high five. So, okay, where to begin? So, tell us a little bit about you. Let's start with you, and we're gonna get to the White Rabbit for sure. For sure, it's guaranteed.
All right, so, well, great. It's really lovely to be here with the GamesBeat audience. Lovely to get all you guys out here on the Twitch feed. So, essentially, I am Nicole Lazzaro. I run XEO Design and XEO Play, and I study players' psychology. So, I have a background in psychology, filmmaking, and computer programming, and I measure emotion on people's faces as they play games. So I've worked in the industry for about 23 years, working on amazing games, consulting amazing games like Myst, The Sims.
That's that what you started? Was the Myst your debut? Was that where did you break in? We talk about origin stories.
Origin stories?
Yeah. What is your origin story?
Well, my first game was actually a CDI. So this was before CD-ROM came out.
Like Philips CDI? Like
Philips CDI.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay.
All right, and it was a game. It was actually a CDI on Magic, if you can believe that.
Okay.
So it was how to do Magic. So that was my very first thing.
They've come full circle.
They've come full circle, exactly. So yeah.
That's very cool. And now, what are you making now? So everyone is going to be curious. I'll first ask, does the White Rabbit have a name? I'm going to go right there.
Oh, well, does the rabbit? I don't think the rabbit has a name yet.
Okay.
So we're looking for some audience participation in this, so on Twitch and stuff like that.
Understood. So,
yeah.
So tell me, so obviously people see the Samsung gear here,
yeah.
So I know we're going to talk about VR.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you have made the leap. Your CDI is long behind you,
yes.
And so you're a believer. So let's talk about maybe for people at home who have done it and people who have not. What made you a believer in VR?
Absolutely.
Why does it matter?
Yeah. So we have this game. So on a VR headset.
Yes.
That I brought here today to share with you guys. And essentially, I believe that games create strong emotions.
Yes.
The player is a protagonist who experiences emotions just like he does in real life or she does in real life. And VR, we've done a year of research, and VR, it turns out the emotions are deeper and more personal than any other media we've ever worked on.
So tell me, okay, so why? Because I have emotions.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've had big feels, watching movies, going to plays, and of course playing video games, right?
Right.
So tell me, what is it about VR? What does VR unlock that is more?
It is more. I've never worked on a game, and I've worked on Myst, The Sims,
sure.
Star Wars, Diner Dash, a lot of different games. We've done a lot of player testing over the years, and I've never had a game where people would take especially an early prototype like we got here, where I get high fives, I get hugs.
Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's breaking something down.
From complete strangers.
Got it.
Right, and there's something really deeply personal, and for me, it's great because I have this idea of how to make this into a game, because I grew up back to like my origin story. I grew up in Wonderland.
Okay, now tell me what that means.
Well, I grew up overseas, riding camels. Climbing pyramids, exploring fire temples.
Climbing pyramids, where are you from?
Yeah, so we were in, my family was stationed overseas in the Middle East.
Okay, got it, okay.
Yeah. And that, I wanted to go, now that I'm an adult, and I think like many adults in the audience here, I want to go back. I want to go back to Wonderland. And VR is really the ticket, I believe, to Wonderland.
Yes.
And what we need, though, to get there is, sort of design leadership. Because this is truly a new medium, and it feels much different than any other platform. I don't know. There's no traditional game platform that can capture that essence of wonder like I felt when I was a kid. VR is the first platform, the first type of experience where we've had, where I've had that experience, that ability to kind of go back and then re-experience that joy and that wonderment.
So I think having played with VR and experienced it, there's definitely a feeling of there-ness,
Yes.
right? You are much the same. I think that there's a difference between when someone watches you play a video game and you play it.
Yep.
There's another layer of difference when you are in a VR experience from even playing a game which is on a screen.
Absolutely.
So you're creating a world. Obviously, there's White Rabbit. Tell people a little bit about the tableau of the universe you're creating.
So yeah, this is in VR. You go someplace else, and then you also create this sense of. People talk about a sense of presence, but you actually can enter this world that's completely of the imagination.
Yes.
And so that's what we're doing. The game that we're working on now is called Follow the White Rabbit.
Okay.
And it's a game about a magician who's been a charlatan like all his life until one day his magic actually works.
Got it.
The rabbit, goes into the hat,
Yes.
but does not come back out.
Oh noes.
And oh no, yes, and to make matters worse, is wearing a priceless diamond bracelet when it disappears. So, basically,
And by the way, rabbit names are coming in through the feed right now. People are wondering why I'm looking down at my phone, and it'd be because there is the genius of Dusty Noodles who says oh, I get it, like Dick Butkus. Okay, like Richard Butkus was their first suggested name. The people are out there.
What do you think? Yeah?
Yeah, this is like, so you go, so the rabbit goes in now, so in the game, because it is VR, does the game take place in the hat? Is the universe the hat? Or tell me.
So the hat is the portal. So is the magic door. It's the rabbit hole.
Gotcha. Like
and
I watched Stargate.
There you go. Right. And you go into this world, and we start with the demo that we have now. The slice of the game we have now is a room that it takes place in 1889 Paris.
Okay.
It's a cafe, or so it appears. The Eiffel Tower is out, out above beyond the plaza, and it's under construction.
Okay.
It's the age of wonder. It's sort of this steampunky, very Victorian world where it is the age of wonder. And that's what the game is about. It is about that loss of wonder. Like basically in this world, magic is dying.
Aw.
And so, the magician has found a way to connect with it. And the protagonists are all on this race, all on this journey to follow the White Rabbit, to regain that sense of magic, that regain the powers that are going away.
That sounds amazing. So is this something that's playable now? Like I'm at home. I love it. I'm White Rabbit. Yeah. When do I get on board, or when do I get to sample are there even videos? Is there videos?
There is a video. We couldn't quite play it for you today, but you can go if you just Google, I think Follow the White Rabbit game or Zio Play or my name Lazzaro, Lazzaro. That should come up. So there's a great trailer. And then if you really want to participate, we're all about, you can sign up for the beta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just bit.ly/FWR, follow White Rabbit, beta.
So we were talking before with Brian a little bit about the taxonomy of fun. Let's talk a little bit about the taxonomy of VR. So there is a new language of games that you are exploring and creating for folks. Could you maybe, let's look into the magic. Let's look behind the curtain a little bit and talk about what are some of the new, mechanics of VR that you're finding are evocative and working. And when we talk about the aesthetics of drive, but let's talk about mechanics for a second. What are some of the new things that people can do? Most everyone is first generation player.
Absolutely.
Right? So we're back in the, for whatever, Space Invaders, Street Fighter, like learning how the, so to speak, controller works.
Yeah.
What are you trying to bring to people?
And it's just so different. When we're trying to recapture, the vision is that sense of wonder.
Yeah.
Right. I was working on what I was going to say last night, and this pale green moth was flying around, my room, and instead of just thinking like, oh, there's a moth, get it away, it's like, wow, isn't the world an amazing place? Mm-hmm. Isn't it so beautiful? So we're trying to really capture that. And if you think about it, VR, virtual reality, is the ultimate entertainment platform. It has the emotion of film, and then it has the agency of games.
Sure.
But the challenge is that with film You have the frame. We can't use the frame for attention. We can't use the cut to compress time.
Yep.
And with game mechanics, we can't go running around and bonking on things because that's going to be you're going to ship Barfville.
Okay,
at that point.
let's go far away from Barfville and
Yeah.
speak to agency. And agency is a word. It's sort of an insider term.
Oh, sure.
But I'll talk about agency as the ability to impact the world as opposed to the world just impacting you, right? Like it's a feeling of the opposite of helplessness is agency. So why don't we talk about how are you bringing agency to VR to drive these aesthetics?
Right. Well, basically, you do what we're doing through these aesthetics is that the actions you take in the game create emotion.
Is it okay? So is it a controller game? Is it a hand? Let's even start there.
Oh,
How does one act?
So to play our game, to play Follow My Rabbit, all you do is you just look around.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So you sit in a swivel chair, and there's a gaze cursor, and so you just explore the environment.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and so the cool thing about that is I really didn't want any of this, 12-button monkey feeling up the arms, right? So it's just all gaze cursor.
Slow down. Why didn't you want that? That's a choice. That's a
huge
choice. Because I think some people expect, oh, we're going to play White Rabbit. Where's my controller?
Right.
You chose not to do that. Why?
Well, I basically wanted the experience the person just to roll up entirely inside their head so that they really go there. I wanted to cut off, all, connections with like other kinds of games and mechanics. And it felt much more natural to us to look at something and then be magic. I mean, you look at something and then if you're in Star Wars or, if you're in a magic, you just reach your arms out and, woo, and then the thing comes towards you, right, for transportation or you can make things appear and disappear or time go backwards. And so each of this world is, it's this steampunky sort of lab cafe and you're able to, rotate teapots and suspend them in midair.
With what?
Your gaze.
Gotcha. So
there's
with your eye. Okay, no, this is
So there's
this is
no
elite for people at
game.
home. They probably don't have a lot of games which are
Yeah.
controlled by their sight line.
Right.
Right.
But if you use the force, what are you going to do? You're going to look at it, and maybe you put your arm out, right? But if you're going to do magic,
Yes.
it is about your eyes.
Oh,
and
okay.
so there isn't a game that really makes you feel like you're actually doing magic. And so putting buttons and having my fingers and the sensation up the arms, it was totally against what we were trying to do.
Understood.
We're really looking at how would we create curiosity, wonder, surprise, and joy. And the mechanics all revolve, around that, because that's the feelings I had when I was, when I was growing up, and bringing my friends. And then we need design leadership. It's like we can't just, I'm going to ship a sports game. I'm going to ship a first-person shooter game. I'm going to ship. I mean, these are great games, RTS games, but this is a whole new platform.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a whole new platform, and so why not? Let's look at these design tropes, these things that games do now, and why don't we take this opportunity to look beyond this cosmic egg of what we think games are.
Yes.
Let's crack it open and go on to that next level.
Which is what this is about. So you have so exploration, action, decision.
Yeah.
Are driven by your gaze.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And it's very similar to, like, if you've played, Myst and Seventh Guest,
Sure.
all those old school games, I love them. You've also played maybe The Room. So instead of, like, in The Room, you kind of look at the puzzle box as you go on your iPad. Well, here, we put on the magic goggles, and in Follow the White Rabbit, we look around the room, and the room itself is the puzzle box. So you're inside the puzzle box trying to get out.
Is it like, and I'm going to jump ahead, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Is it like an escape room?
It's exactly like an escape. Oh, very good, Gordon.
Oh,
Yes.
my God, I'm doing my first escape room.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
Escape from Cursed Forest. So excited. October 30th.
Oh, that's
so
right.
excited about the first one.
Very good. Very
it's
good.
like it's real escape. So, but back to you. But so for people at home who have not done an escape room, like me, I understand that you're put in a room and the point is to escape, but it's not just pull on the door. It's understand what's going on in the room, and that unlocks the clues, which give you perhaps the combination or the key or the matching something.
But it's magic.
But
it's
in
magic.
this case, it's
in
magic.
a sense, so that you can make, you can gaze at things and they come closer to you. You can move objects with your eyes, across the room. You can solve puzzles. And then you can actually affect time to a certain degree with the, you can roll back time a little bit. with your gaze, and then the room unfolds. I don't know if you're familiar with surrealism, but essentially, as the player unlocks these puzzles, the room becomes this crazy Escher-esque kind of Magritte-style painting that you're in, right?
Wait, we're gonna stop right there because right now this is when people are gonna want to see the URL. Because they'll be like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? So tell them right now, once again, what is the URL for this game?
Okay, yeah, so it's bit.ly.com.
Bit.ly.com.
So /FWR beta.
All smalls?
All smalls, all lowercase.
FWR beta.
Right, all smalls. And if you want to, tweet on the hashtag, or I'll look at the chat on Twitch, what you think VR fun is.
Yes.
And you can sign up for the beta. You can also give us some feedback about what you think the next thing is going to be. And if you even want to, you can even donate to help us get our game out there.
Okay, so wait, so people are asking questions. So
cool.
New Logic
Nice.
asked about the website, which we just nailed.
Awesome.
So people are asking, is it for kids? Like, who is your audience? Because you have this new mechanic.
This new mechanic.
Is it who are you trying to serve with this?
Yeah, so we're looking at young adults and up. So it's really an all ages game.
Yep.
Very much like Myst and many of the games we've worked on.
Oh, see, Mod saying, please post a link. Oh, see, I'll get it. Okay, let me do it right here, real time, because they're asking for the link, and I want them to have it, and I'm going to get it. bit.ly.com/FWR beta. FWR beta. Make sure I get it right. Send. Okay, it won't let me. I understand it's trying to keep me from doing it, but I'm gonna do it. I see what you're doing there. Internet. I'm gonna make this work.
There you go.
It's doing. If you just put a direct URL in, then it doesn't.
It doesn't let you go.
It's like no, thank you.
Yeah, and at the bottom of it, so give us your name and your email address. We'll sign you up for the beta, and there's a button at the very bottom there's a URL at the very bottom of the survey. Cut and paste that into your browser, and there's a page to donate. Anyone who donates more than $10 will be in the credits.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then we're gonna have this conversation about naming the rabbit and other ways people can participate.
And is there just one rabbit? Or no spoilers, hashtag spoilers.
There's no spoilers, no spoilers. But the idea is that as you solve these puzzles, the room completely transforms. It's like a pop-up book, half 2D, half 3D. And then as you go, it really gets crazy in there.
Ask even more basic questions people have. So, because most people don't have their VR device yet. So, if you buy a gear, what else do I need to make it work?
Yeah, so the cool thing about mobile VR, this is very much like Google Cardboard, is that it is basically a headset. So the awesome folks at Samsung and Oculus did this partnership where this is a Samsung phone. The one that's going to be available commercially is going to be an S5 or S6.
Okay.
And then you buy the headset. The headset's going to be $99 on Black Friday.
Okay.
So next month.
Okay.
So coming soon. And all you do is you then just take your phone and you plug it in just like a USB connector.
Yes.
You snap it into place, and then you put it on your face, and now you're in.
It's go time.
It's go time.
It's go time. And in the case of this game, so there's no controller. The controller is your sight line, and you navigate in.
Yeah, and you just sit in a swivel chair, and you can look all the way, and you should look all the way around, because the clues are everywhere. So you're teasing apart pieces of the story. What happened to the magician? Where did the rabbit go? And this blue, the diamonds on the bracelet are falling off. They're magical.
Yep.
And so they are in the room as well for you to find, and they power some of these crazy contraptions that the magician has been using to make objects appear and disappear.
So
we're going to travel to all the locations that I grew up with. We're going to go to the pyramids. We're going to go to the cisterns in Istanbul. Amazing places.
So the action items, though, for this.
Yes.
If you're interested, which you are, number one, watch the video on YouTube.
Yes.
Number two, visit the website and sign up for the community.
Yes.
It's gonna all revolve around that.
Yeah.
And then you will have a chance to find this, guy, boy, girl, I'm not sure, this rabbit. That's awesome. So, and wait, now, is there a date? It's too soon, or when is it, 2016-ish?
Too soon, yeah, it's a little soon. If we start, the sooner we raise, the faster we raise money, the sooner it comes out.
Are you kickstarting Indiegogo going, or other more conventional publishing routes, or open-minded?
This is the first time, I literally, a half hour ago, I got the webpage up, so.
World premiere.
Yeah, there you go.
Online, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not Keely, but the things are starting to happen out here.
They are starting to happen. Exactly.
VR world premieres. That's awesome.
Yeah,
well, Nicole, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. And I think there's one more thing
Oh,
I'd
sure,
like to
absolutely.
say.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, is that this is design leadership time.
Yes.
This is like, time to think outside that cosmic egg we're inside.
Yes.
And so what can you do? You can obviously, we love all the support that we can get, and we can also look at, what is it about VR that's fun for you, for me? Team up. Let's have this conversation together. Let's explore and go on this adventure to define what VR is and where it's going to take us. So I look forward to seeing what everyone's creating, and we love to see and have your help in getting this game out.
Excellent. Me too.
All right.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us.
All righty. Thank you so much, Gordon. It was really great talking. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.